Hello everyone, this is Majesh Puria from NCMS Jhabua. Students, today again we are going to discuss about grammar and today's topic is noun. It is not that we are going to discuss first time about the noun. You are already familiar about noun, but just I am going to remind it once again. Before we discuss this, let us see what is the basic thing about this. When we are discussing about the noun, definitely the question arises in our mind. First of all, what is a noun? If we talk generally, it is a naming word generally. If we talk in short, it means it shows the name of anything. What is a noun? It is a naming word. That means you might have noticed many things around you and each and everything is having particular name and that name is noun, or a noun is the name of any person, place, animal or thing. As I told you, it is a naming word. But what are the names? There could be a person, there could be a place, there could be animal or anything which is having particular name. For example, as I have given here, like Raju, boy, girl, jelly, dog, table, children, book, etc. All these things we all are familiar with it. That means each and every person can be, place, animal, all these are having name and this name is this. And if we talk about the example, another one, let us say Anurag sang a song. Who is singing here? Anurag. What is noun here? Anurag is noun here. My family lives in Dehradun. Now, what is noun here? Dehradun. Okay, even family also. Goa is a nice place. Definitely, they are talking about place. As I told you about 3-4 things: person, place, animal, or thing. Goa is the place which is shown here. Dog is a faithful animal. Now, noun is dog, even faithful, animal. Definitely, what type of nouns are there will come to know. Today, we will discuss little detail about this. You may be familiar with the noun, just I was reminding you about the noun, but today we are going to discuss little in detail. There are 5 kinds of nouns. Which are they? Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun or material noun. These are the types of noun. Now we will discuss one by one in detail. First of all, we will talk about proper noun. We will try to understand what does it mean. What is the definition of proper noun? Proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, animal or thing. As I had given you in the beginning, I had told you that noun is the name of any person, place, animal or thing, any. Try to notice it. If we talk about the noun, there we use the word any person, place, animal or thing. But here if we talk about the proper noun, it says name of a particular. That means we are not talking about any or common. We are pointing out someone. That is why the word is used particular person, place, animal or thing. For example, if you see the example, it would be more clear to you. My name is Dimple Thakur. Someone is introducing. Someone is trying to introduce and telling that my name is Dimple Thakur. Dimple Thakur is a particular person's name. That is why it is proper noun. It is not that any person, not any. Someone is pointing out or somebody is addressing someone by its particular name. Next, Delhi is national capital of India. You can see Delhi is the name of a particular place. And if we talk about India, India is this two proper nouns are here, Delhi as well as India. Why it is not commonly said? We are pointing out or we are talking about particular place or country. That is why these are proper noun. Now, my friend teaches in army public school. Okay. If we talk about the friend, somebody is telling that his friend is teaching somewhere where? In army public school. Not only school, but they are trying to point out. They are talking about a particular school, and that is army public school. That is why it is like that. I like to eat Dabur honey. Okay, we are not talking about the common thing, but we are talking about particular branded thing, that is Dabur honey. So all the highlighted words, they are proper noun. Now see the next, then comes common noun. Now what is the common noun? First of all, we will try to understand its definition, how we will identify it, how we will try to know what is or what type of noun is there. A name that is used commonly for persons, things or place. Try to understand, the word is used commonly. They are trying to identify that commonly for person, things or place. If we talk something, we are not talking about particular. Particular is, that is proper noun. But if we talk about the commonly, you are not pointing out someone, that means we are talking about common noun. How? We will try to understand with the help of examples like boy, dog, pen, man, woman, friend, town, so and so. Of course, if we are talking about a boy, we are not pointing out someone or we are not talking about the particular boy. Commonly we are discussing. If somebody says a man is coming, a man is coming, that is fine, but we do not know who or who is particular person, that you do not know. Anybody could be. For example, boys like to play football. We are not talking about a particular boy, we are taking as a common. That means all the boys were playing or all the boys like to play football. Next, people like to live in city. Now look at here, people. If we talk about people, that is common. We are not pointing out someone or we are not talking about the particular person. We are talking about the common thing, that is people and city. City is also a common noun. Why? We are not talking about the particular city. Next, there are many beautiful parks in Chandigarh. Now see the highlighted word, that is parks. There could be many packs. We are not pointing out someone. We are talking commonly. Pack is a common thing. My friend borrowed a new books yesterday. My friend, if we see the friend is also common. Friend could be your father, could be friend, your neighbor could be, your relative could be, or your class fellow could be, anybody could be. That is thus they use the word friend. And if we talk about the books are also common. We are not talking about particular book, English, Hindi, maths, story book, or something else, or novel. So that is why books are also books word is also one of the common noun. Now let us say the next one, collective noun. Proper, common. We already discussed about two types, that is proper and common. Proper, where we talk about a particular person. Common, which we use the word used commonly for all, that is common. Now third one is collective noun. Collective, what do you mean by collective? If we talk about the word meaning, collect, that means something is together, something is in group. Let us see. A noun is given to a group of people, animals or thing of the same kind is called a collective noun. As I told you, it is the word which is given for whole group. The word which is given for whole group, that could the group of people could be, animal could be, or any other thing could be. For whole group, if we are using one word, that comes under collective noun. Like for example, like class. If we talk about the class, a single student cannot be called a class. Class means all people who are sitting there in the class. The boys could be there, boys, girls, a number could be, big number could be there, above 30, 40, 50, like that. Next one is crowd. A crowd, if we talk about the crowd is not a single thing. Group of people, if they get together, definitely that would be crowd. The team, if we talk about the cricket team, football team, or so and so, definitely a single player cannot make a team, or we cannot say that a single player itself a team. He could be a part of team. That means all team members, they are given a common name or one name, that is collective, that is called team. Let us see some examples. I lost a bunch of keys yesterday. Bunch of keys, as I told you, group of people could be, a group of animals could be, a group of something else, things. So I lost a bunch of keys yesterday. Bunch of keys, that is collective, not a single key. Many keys are there and it is having a bunch, and that whole bunch is known as collective noun. My friend keeps a herd in his field. That means somebody, friend is also, as we talk about the past one, that is common. Friend is a common noun, but he keeps a shed in his field. Herd, he keeps a herd, that means that is group of animals. For whole group they are giving a single name or single word, that is herd. That is why it comes under collective noun. Next one, we gifted a bouquet to our new principal. That means we gifted a bouquet to bouquet. and we know, we are much familiar with this word, that many flowers we put in a particular bunch and then together it comes to know bouquet. So that is why this word also comes collective, because many things are collected there. Many things, many animals, many people, collectively they are called collective noun. Let us see the next one, that is abstract noun. And if we talk about the abstract noun, it comes something like this: a noun is given to a quality, state, feeling or emotion is called an abstract noun. Whenever we talk about a quality or any statement or feeling or emotions which we cannot see, we cannot touch, whatever we feel, they come under abstract noun, which are not visible. That is why abstract noun cannot be seen or touched. This is all matter of feelings. Whatever we feel, whatever quality, we talk about the quality, we talk about the feeling, we talk about the emotions which we can feel only, we cannot see, we cannot touch it. That is why all this, they come under abstract noun. Let us see some examples, like courage. If we talk about the courage, definitely each and every person is having different type of talent, and all this talent, if we talk like courage, we cannot see, we can feel it. Childhood, we cannot see, people talk about this childhood, or love between children and parents, definitely love among our family members, and they show all this in the form of any action, anything. We cannot see, we can feel it. Anger, that is also something which makes us feeling. We cannot see it, we cannot touch it. Next one is wisdom, that how intelligent somebody is or how intelligent students are, it is not seen. Okay, so that is why all this. Let us see some examples. Wisdom cannot be bought. It is true. If we talk about the wisdom, we cannot buy it from somewhere, we cannot buy it from the market. It is something we cannot be bought, wisdom. Another one is, his knowledge about the earth is very good. His knowledge about the earth, somebody is knowing good about the or he is having good knowledge about particular thing, and here in the example, knowledge, that also cannot be seen. Next one is, every parent should ensure the safety of their children. Safety, that is also something, feelings, if safety or danger. This is also something, state of mind. When we talk about something, all this type of things, they come under abstract noun. Next comes material noun. Let us see the definition of it. The name of a material or substance of which the things are made of is called material noun. That's something, if we talk about particular things like table, table is made of wood. If we talk about the clothes, if we talk about the books, if we talk about some things like fan and all this, All these things are made of something. That something, what is that? That could be any material or substance of which the things are made of. They are called material noun. Let us see some examples. What are the examples? Like coal, milk, sugar, iron, gold, silver, wood, so and so. These are some examples of material noun. But if we talk about the material noun, there are two types of material noun. Which are they? Look at here. Countable noun and uncountable noun. If we talk about the material, there are two types, countable and uncountable. Now, which are countable and which are uncountable? Let us see. Countable noun, they can be counted. If we see the word meaning, definitely through this word only we can understand. Countable noun means whom we can count. Uncountable, which we cannot count or cannot be counted. Now, what are the examples? Look at here. Like car, book, pen, cup, so and so. These things, these nouns can be counted. We can count it easily. Now, which are uncountable? Look at here, like milk. We cannot count it because it is in the liquid form. Oil, that also we cannot count. Sugar, tea, so and so. All these examples, they come under uncountable noun, and this which we can count, they come under countable noun. So, material noun is having two types. They are countable and uncountable, and generally we know all this in our day to day life. So, this was the fifth one. Now, 5 kinds, let me remind you once again. First one is proper, then common, then abstract, collective and material. Okay. Let us see the next one. Now we will talk about some exercise. You need to practice this and try to understand. You can go through the definition. If you understood the definition, it would be very easy for you to identify this type of examples. Now, state types of noun given in each sentence. You have to find out these sentences are belong to which kind. Like, are they proper, where we talk about a particular person, particular place or particular thing. If we talk about the common, we take a common name for all. Collective, which are collected or which are collected in group. Abstract, which are just which we cannot see, cannot touch, we can feel it, all the feelings. And material, a material noun, which the things which are made of some substance or material, they are known like that. So, let us see the examples. Ranjit is a manager in Titan company. Now, you see the highlighted words, there you have to find out they are belong to which category, whether they are proper noun or common, collective, abstract or material. The second one, sugar is needed to cook sweet dish. Now, sugar, the sugar is belong to which category, which type of noun. A few boys are intelligent in my class. Few boys, the word is used, highlighted one is boys. You have to find out whether this word is belong to proper noun, common noun or collective noun. Next one, Indian cricket team has won the match recently. Now the word is used here, team. You have to identify whether this word is belong to proper, common, collective, abstract or material noun. So all these examples will help you to understand the types of noun deeply. Okay, and these are the things which we discussed, and the proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun, all these are clear to you. Okay, so this was the lesson for you, and I hope you might have understood, and this thing you have to practice at your home, and as you practice definitely you will get it, and before this you can understand what are the examples given here. By the examples you can add your own example, you can create your own examples, because all the things which are shown here, they are belong to our surroundings. Definitely you will get it. Okay, and I hope you understood this chapter, and try to practice at your home. Okay, thank you, goodbye.